naye nina okwemulugunya ku pulezidenti wange omulungi nti azaatulaga nti ekitongole kino takisaamu kitiibwa. Lwaki ndowooza bwe ntyo? Bwe ndaba bamemba bazaalonda ku kakiiko kano, kino ekifo yakifuulanga ew'okukanyuga abantu abalonzi be bakoowa. Pulezidenti nkukubira omulanga, akakiiko kano kalina omulimu gw'amaanyi nnyo mu ssemateeka. Enyingo nnya mu chapter 4 of the constitution is the biggest chapter. It contains the Bill of Rights.
He doesn't care. You know that. Museveni does not care about that constitution. And you don't care as well.
Akakiiko kawe ku kitiibwa.
Abductions and forced disappearance in the country. Does this concern you as a commission?
I want to show concern about something that is real. We are not aware of any abductions or enforced disappearances.
Came out and mocked the victims of the missing people and this attitude, and I hereby withdraw my complaint to this commission because this lacks the impartiality, it lacks the independence to hear this case, Madam Chair. It is all right, but at least it is before the world.
I'm directing you to leave.
You're watching Mordecai Marissa Live Political Commentary. Please consider subscribing to help grow Uganda's Voices of Struggle ecosystem. Thank you.
I cannot appreciate you enough for using your valuable time to always go on social media, break down things for people.
And yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mordecai Marissa Live. Now, let's launch this project. Oh yeah, I hope you're having a wonderful time. If you are, sit back and relax, enjoy your Sunday, happy Sunday, and if not, keep trying. Now, let's go. I appreciate all of you who make it a deal every day to keep it Mordecai Marissa. A few more improvements are coming your way, but regardless, we move. So consider liking, share what you think, and invite others to join us. Are you ready? Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, Uganda's political establishment may be on the verge of another spectacular fallout. In a stunning and highly unusual public rebuke, Uganda Human Rights Commission Chairperson Mariam Wangadya has turned her guns on the very man who appointed her. Absolutely. Yoweri Museveni, the dictator thug. In a statement that has sent shockwaves through Uganda's political circles and went viral on social media, Wangadya accused Museveni of reducing the Uganda Human Rights Commission to what she described as a dumping ground for political failures. As if that's new. She declared that instead of appointing competent commissioners, Museveni has been filling the commission with people seeking a salary and political survival. Those words landed like a political earthquake. Absolutely, they did. Within hours, Museveni loyalists led by Minister Balam Barugahara were demanding answers, accusing Wangadya of disrespecting the appointing authority and biting the hand that elevated her to office. Say, you should use some proper channels to communicate to Museveni. Now, these speculations have begun. Those speculations have begun. And you know, what are they? Is she going to be fired? Many Ugandans are asking whether Wangadya has just signed her own dismissal letter. Others are comparing her situation to that of Rebecca Kadaga, who publicly challenged Museveni only to find Museveni now pushing her aside soon afterward. This was Rebecca Kadaga appearing on STV and saying, had it not been me, Museveni would be parking and he would be in Rachitula. I'm the one who helped him keep that firm grip on power. Pretty sickening admissions, but she was right because she was presiding over the parliament that led to the amendment of the constitution to remove the age limit cap. Is that something to be proud of? Now, whether this happens remains uncertain, but one thing is clear. Her remarks have ignited a fierce political debate. Look, for quite some time, we've accused Wangadya of looking the other way as human rights violations go on a spree, like on a daily basis. At one time, Bobi Wine appeared before the committee only to leave, this committee extremely angry because he was pretty much being mocked. I'm going to show you here. But first, let me show you what Wangadya said, and from there, we're going to be able to break down the rest of other issues. Watch here. This is Wangadya. The name is funny. Wangadya. I don't know what it means. And surprisingly, it might mean something good. Okay.
Accusation is za bulimba. Naye nina okwemulugunya ku President wange omulungi. Nti aza atulaga nti ekitongole kino takisaamu kitiibwa. Lwaki ndowooza bwentyo? Bwe ndaba bamemba bazaalonda ku kakiiko kano, kino ekifo yakifuulanga ew'okukanyuga abantu abalonzi be bakoowa, kaŋŋamba oli munnabyabufuzi weesimbyewo oba kampe ekyokulabirako oba maybe bulambulirowa ogudde mu kalulu okaabye ennyo abalonzi bankamula ndi mwavulu nkupe sikyalina kakulya ndi mulwadde muyi waliwo ekimbe kyemaze nakyo emyaka 3 neetaaga ARVs. Genda mu kakiiko k'eddembe ly'obuntu.
First of all, it is really, really disturbing to see these people sort of realize how Museveni operates only when it knocks on their door, the way Museveni works knocks on their door. Do you want to convince me that Museveni ever has a meeting, a reasonable one, where he discusses some really important things with Eddie Kenzo, the presidential advisor on creative arts? Is that the description of his position? Eddie Kenzo or Full Figure or Butcherman? Do you think they sit down and Museveni is listening to advice from Butcherman? Do you believe that? That's why Tamale Mirundi always felt like screaming and yelled if you compared his position to that of Full Figure. Because to him, he took that position seriously, presidential advisor. Of course, he never advised Museveni. Museveni doesn't take care, doesn't take any advice from any person. I mean, his name is literally Tibuhabura. So this is how Museveni has been operating for the last 40 years. So now you're just finding out?
President nkukubira omulanga akakiiko kano kalina omulimu gw'amaanyi nnyo mu ssemateeka. Ennyingo nnya mu Chapter 4 of the Constitution is the biggest chapter. It contains the Bill of Rights.
He doesn't care. You know that. Museveni does not care about that constitution. And you don't care as well.
Akakiiko kano ke kalina mandate esinga obugazi eri serious ekwata ku ddembe ly'Abannayuganda. Naye abantu b'ozoolonda nti lwakuba oyagala kubawonya abamanerenda, loan sharks, abaagala oba wambako ebyabwe okubatwala mu kooti nti genda ogira otuulako eri. Sebo taata Natasha.
Tata Natasha.
Nkwegayiridde akakiiko kano tandika okassaamu ku kitiibwa.
Okay, Museveni doesn't respect the Human Rights Commission. He doesn't care about a thing. Museveni thinks about one thing in life. It's called Museveni. And he's told you. Jeff Koinange asked him, don't you think this is enough? Do you think about, retiring or resigning? Oh, I don't care. I care about myself and my children and my grandchildren. That's it. He doesn't care about you or your country.
Tomorrow I will not be here. Era ekisanja kyange kiggwako omwaka ogujja mu September. Naye nsaba President bw'oliba olonda ssentebe ne bamemba b'akakiiko kano. Akakiiko kawe ku kitiibwa. Naye n'ojja okanyuga bano abantu abatalina credibility Obasuubira kukola ki? Era bino byennyini bye tulaba bino. Just kulwanyisa bakama baabwe. Tebalina mugaso gwe baali bongedde ku mirimu gy'akakiiko kano. Omulimu ogwabwe kutuuza meetings, okufoofofo, kutambula mu mmwe ab'amawulire, ngenzeeko mu ofiisi ya Minisita wa Justice. Ani ajja okuntwalako ewa Maama Janet Museveni. Ntuuse ntya ewa CDF bakwate omuntu ono. Wuuyo kantukeke wa Genosale.
Did you notice what she said? Who's going to help me get to Muhoozi Kainerugaba so that he helps me arrest? She means abduction, arrest somebody. Okay? That's what she said. Now, let's go here. When she was asked about human rights violations in Uganda, including arbitrary arrests, abductions.
There is a growing concern about increased abductions and forced disappearance in the country. Does this concern you as a commission?
I want to show concern about something that is real. We are not aware of any abductions or enforced disappearances.
I don't know what's wrong with these people. I really don't. I really don't. Look at her. Look at her. I don't know. When they go back home, are they welcome? Do they have conversations with their family members or siblings about the state of affairs? Do they? Especially serving in that position. How do you go back home and be like, okay, after spewing this nonsense, oh, there's nothing like abductions and torture and, enforced disappearances. No, we don't have it. It's not happening in Uganda. Do they shield themselves from having these conversations? No, I'm not talking about, probably that's what they do when they get home. They'll be like, I don't want to talk about the stuff I do. Let's talk about family stuff. Because she knows that the moment they start, they open up conversations about her position or what her role should be in that position, she will die in shame. Because she will have nothing to show in regards to what she's doing, performance-wise.
As you have put it, we are aware about arrests of certain individuals. Formation.
It's so sickening to watch this woman. It's so sad. Okay, now let's go and show you. I'll show you what Balam Barugahara actually said. This is Museveni's simp, Balam Barugahara. Balam said, very disrespectful, Madam Justice, to the appointing authority. We have proper communication channels. That is Balam Barugahara, not happy with this woman for calling out Museveni, for appointing or turning the Human Rights Commission into a dumping ground for political failures. That is Balam Barugahara. Then I really loved, I think it was Joel Senyonyi, who responded to this. But before I do, let me show you when Bobi Wine appeared before this committee. This is the exchange that happened with Bobi Wine having to storm out of this meeting. Watch.
All right.
Thank you very much, Madam Chairperson. Madam Chair and the Commission, we filed this complaint on the 7th of December 2018 after the security agencies blocked over 20 of my music concerts, confiscated our music equipment, arrested and tortured many of our colleagues, and denied many of my people the right to earn a living simply because of my political affiliation. And we are appearing before this commission this morning, more than 5 years later, Madam Chair, to be heard. Madam Chair and the Commission, Article 28 of what is left of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda provides for the right to a fair hearing. It provides for a person shall be entitled to a fair, speedy, and public hearing before an independent and impartial court or tribunal. It is more than 5 years ago, Madam Chair, and as all of us know, justice delayed is justice denied. Madam Chairperson and members, this commission, which is empowered by the Constitution to protect constitutional rights is instead the one violating those rights. I mean, Madam Chair, in all fairness, how can a complaint regarding...
If that is the personal statement you are making, which is an attack on the commission, you are free to withdraw your complaint. I will not allow you to deny praise, to emasculate, and to demean and to disrespect this commission. If that is the personal statement you are making, you are not going any further.
Madam Chair, with this attitude...
You have to speak to your lawyers.
But you gave me a chance to speak, Madam Chair. You did not tell me what to say.
To accuse this commission of violating human rights.
Madam Chair...
You will not speak any further.
You yourself, Madam Chair, came out and mocked the victims of the missing people, and with this attitude, Madam Chair, and I hereby withdraw my complaint to this commission, because this lacks the impartiality, it lacks the independence to hear this case, Madam Chair. It is all right, but at least it is before the world.
I'm directing you to leave.
Yeah, it's all right.
She's arrogant as they come. She's the true definition of somebody that shouldn't come close to any position of service, let alone public service. She's like a dummy for Museveni. Just there. Imagine the arrogance. And this is a problem. You know, these people sort of forget that power or these positions of influence are temporary. Sooner or later, you're going to be out. And what gets them convinced that they will always be on the side of influence and power or authority is what beats my understanding. Because as now, we all know she's going to be fired, no doubt about that. You'd wonder, does she think she's going to get some defense from the folks in the NRM or in the opposition? This is what we were screaming at the top of our voices when we said, hey, Anita Among, fighting for respect to human rights and the rule of law, and name them, these are values of a democracy, is not a partisan position. It is a patriotic position you should take. As we speak now, it is the people in the opposition, like Mordecai Morisa, who says, hey, I believe if Anita Among is sick, she deserves the medical attention she deserves and should be accorded that medical attention. I'm saying she shouldn't even be pleading to Museveni. And if she's committed a crime as they want to allege, let the due process take its course. The rest of other folks from the NRM, especially those that were praising her name, are all quiet. And the few folks from TESO are saying, oh, here Museveni, please Museveni, can you forgive? Leave her to have her money. Please Museveni, have empathy. No! Why are you pleading? And that's why I want to show you what I think was, let's go here. It was Alex Waiswa who wrote in regards to what was going on. Listen to what he says. I'm going to have to let you read this. He said, again, good people, let us learn that the rule of law helps everyone. It's akin to the air we breathe. Seeing Mariam Wangadya cry about the deliberate destruction of Uganda Human Rights Commission by the regime brought back memories of how she treated our numerous complaints. She said that the 18 missing NUP supporters were non-existent, mocking the cries of the wives, mothers, and children of John Bosco Chibalama, John Damulira, Mbabazi Moses Kawenja, Kanata Muhammad, and others. She had the audacity of suggesting that those people were ghosts and their families staged. She said all this was Katemba and Chiwan. She called for the disbandment of NUP soldiers, suggesting they were criminals. She claimed that our late dear comrade Marinos Alexandria faked her plight after being raped from detention. When Marinos fled out of the country facing death threats, she said it was out of shame that she fled. When our leader, His Excellency Bobi Wine, filed a complaint and attempted to make a personal statement before the commission, she stopped him midway and dismissed his complaint summarily. And now she suddenly agrees with what we have consistently said, that the Uganda Human Rights Commission was reduced into the most incompetent institution, incapable of fulfilling its constitutional mandate under these circumstances. Time. I don't understand what has taken over the minds of the Ugandan people, thinking that, you know what, I'm in this position, I'm immune to any sort of, name it, I mean, power is temporary. Why do we have to scream this over and over again? As if they do not, as if we're talking to kids. Now, she's going to feel the music. Remember, there was a lady who tried the same script, and where she is right now. Remember when this lady said this?
Nalabye bwaddo gamba bannaba NRM ngubaga nti bannayinza mu nnonde nze nayisaawo kino oba oliawo singa saali mukubiriza president teyandi emyaka gyandibadde giwagamira
yabategeerera kubeera mu balotoka singa kati asiba migugu
singa ddala lwakitula
singa kati asiba migugu
singa tewali speaker
singa kati asiba migugu.
That's what she said. That's what she said. And the last time we saw her, she was pleading, oh, I've done this for the NRM, remember me?
Support the referendum to return my party. All the campaigns I've been involved in them. As a deputy speaker and a speaker, I've ensured that all our budgets were passed. I've ensured that the bill support the manifesto were all passed. I have marketed this country throughout the world.
Well, she screamed all these things she's done. Only Museveni to be like, shut up. She says, I've done this, including the extra constitution ones, like the forcing the amendment of the constitution against the will of the Ugandan people. Museveni's like, I don't care. In this world, there's only one man who exists. It's Museveni. What's wrong with people? What's going on? What's wrong with our people? I don't know. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. Okay? I immensely appreciate all of you folks who liked the video. There's a gentleman I saw. I think I took a screenshot, said, Mordecai, since NTV went off air, you are my NTV. Is that supposed to suggest that when NTV comes back on air, then you'll quit watching Mordecai Murisa live? Please, I hope that's not what you meant. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you later. Bye-bye for now.